Hey guys, and welcome back to
Casita
Casita Sessions. I'm Fabi,
I'm Lili.
and welcome back to episode 15.
What's up, guys?
So, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about our job
Like
horror
stories, yeah. Like
Yeah.
our experiences.
the craziest things that we've experienced at our jobs.
And in the job market.
Yeah.
But before we begin, let's get into our 411 of the week. What's yours, Fav? What's your 411?
Okay, thank you for asking. So it was just my birthday this weekend. Oh my god, I had such a good time. I was telling Lily, like, it was one of the first times where, like, I knew it was my birthday. It didn't feel like it was my birthday, but it did feel like it was my birthday. I don't know, it was so weird because I'm like, usually, like other years, I know it's my birthday and I'm like, oh my god, everybody's looking at me. Oh my god. But this year, I don't know, it was more chill. But I like
You're
there was
getting
not
old.
huh?
You're getting old, that's why.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably
I
what it
cried
is. To like 7 times.
okay, I was gonna say like 5. But like happy tears. Happy
Yeah,
tears.
happy tears.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like just knowing how I used to feel back in the day to now, I'm like, I would have never imagined I would have had such a good birthday surrounded by all my favorite people, by my family, by just like, it was so good. It was so, so good. I had such a good time. I had a little morning breakfast with my family. And then I had a little get together with my friends. And yeah, it was just perfect. I wouldn't have changed like anything,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I would have.
Oh, what?
The mariscos.
Oh, well, it was fine.
Yeah. No, they were all right. They weren't super mega
They weren't
good.
like, I wanted
our favorite ones
Okay.
are in San Jose. But
yeah, because I wanted some like good aguachiles, but we ordered from this little like truck. And it wasn't
okay.
even, it wasn't aguachiles. It was like just like a bunch of stuff.
No, it was like mixed. So there was like aguachiles with like crudo, like without cooking, and then cocidos, and then ceviche, and then I think
like
on the
pulpo and
sides,
stuff.
yeah, on pulpo, and then I think on the sides it was just like a mix of like pico de gallo and like some salsa to like give it flavor.
But I feel like, yeah, I needed like more flavor. It was good, but it wasn't like, oh my god, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it needed something.
But
Something good. But yeah, no, it was a really good time. I think everyone had a good time. I had a really good time.
yeah.
I thought I was telling, I'm like, dude, I had such a good time. Well, I was saying on Sunday, I was like, I had a good time yesterday.
Oh, you did? I didn't even ask you, dude. I was asking
Yeah,
fucking
bitch.
everybody. I'm like,
Asking
oh my
everyone.
god. Wait, how was your time at my party?
And I'll skip it next time. I'm just kidding. No, I had a good time. Yeah, I feel like I'm so glad that I changed because we did like
you changed?
You know how I was gonna wear the tube top?
Oh.
Yeah. Like I'm so glad I didn't wear that. I would have been so much more like I would have been uncomfortable, and I was like so comfy in my clothes.
Yeah, no,
Because we did like a
cute.
denim theme. We
Dude,
didn't even take a picture.
No, I was just talking about this with my friend. I'm like, dude, we didn't take a freaking group picture. The whole point was, I'm like, I want my friends to come over. I want to have food and drinks and kick it here and play some games. And like, I want to take so many pictures. I want to take so many pictures in front of a little cute, like, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. And we didn't take not one group picture.
I know. And I was like, oh, when my mom got here, we could have asked her, but
I know. I
didn't think of it.
Yeah.
I low key. But yeah, I would have been like so uncomfortable in my other outfit that I changed into like a skirt and like a jean jacket, like a jacket, more like comfy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah.
But dude, I was pretty drunk.
Were you?
Dude, yeah. On borderline, I think I was like maybe a little bit more drunk than you.
I was really trying to hold back. They were passing around the buzz ball. And oh my god, dude. I was like, okay. I'm like, guys, I already took one. So I'm like, if you're my friend and you were here, I'm so sorry. I did lie. But only because I knew that you guys were going to be like, no, take it.
No, because they told her, oh, you were the first and last one.
like in a round.
In the round. So
But I'm
you
like,
finish it
dude.
and then you end it. I
Yeah.
mean, you start it and then you end it.
And I'm like, guys, yeah, I already did it. Okay, your turn. But only because I'm like, dude, I want to remember my like the full night. Like I don't want to be like so drunk where I'm like, oh my god, like I don't remember anything. And it was my like my birthday, so yeah, I think it was perfect. I remember everything. I have a really good pictures, which actually let me share with you guys. My sweetie sister bought me a digital camera.
Oh, I was like, what did I do? Oh, yeah.
And
We'll post
my
them on the
God.
Instagram.
Yes, and they are so cute. I mean, yeah, the pictures that the camera took were so cute. Oh my God, I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I already changed the settings and stuff too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was watching like videos on TikTok, and there's specific settings that like you can change and to make it more like moody vintage, which is kind of what I wanted.
Yeah.
Even though the pictures that we got were still like really cute, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. There was like a lot that I did a lot of research for this one, but dude, I ordered it like because it wasn't gonna get here. Like it said, like you bought it, we'll let you know when we ship it. Like,
oh, they didn't give you a date.
like they didn't give me a day, but I ordered it like a month before because I was like, oh, like I was in between. There was only that one, a gray one, which is like gray. I hate gray. Or black one. So then they're like, oh, we're out of the black one. The red one, we can get it, but there's no estimated shipping delivery day. So then I was like, I'm like, well, I'd rather just get the red one and we'll see when we ship it. And it did. It got here like long time ago. I'm like, you guys could have just told me you're going to get it to me in a week. But yeah.
Yeah, but it was so, so good. And yeah, I'm 26 now, guys.
Woo!
But yeah, that's my 411. What's yours?
You guys, this week I went on a bestie day to the beach and I had a really good time because I feel like I don't really spend time like the whole day with her, and we literally spent the whole day together, and it was just us. And then I feel like it was just kind of like a we'll see what we do, because we went to the beach and it was freaking cloudy, like like it was so like we're like are we really gonna go? So then we ended up just getting coffee, and then we're like, let's go check. Let's see if we're gonna go to that beach actually. And then it was still cloudy, and so we're like, should we just eat in the car? And then as we were like setting up for the car, the sun started coming out, and we're like, let's just go, whatever, you know. And then yeah, we had a good time. The other thing that I did, you know me, I get coffee almost every day, but I went to go do like this sounds so lame.
What?
Okay, so the other thing I did was just kind of like low key chill vibes, is that I discovered a new park in Santa Cruz. And dude, it's the cutest freaking park ever. So my boyfriend, we went well, he went fishing, and then I did my little homework.
Some wholesome shit.
Yeah.
Aww.
So then I was like, I don't want to do that, but I'll do homework. Like, cause I had to do homework. So then I did homework, and then he was fishing, and dude, and it was just kind of like a culture shock, low key to me, because I was like, there were so many. It's like it's like majority like white people. So like there was like parents and there was like kids. Like there was the same amount of parents as there was kids. And like there was like people playing like t-ball. There were so many people fishing. There was dogs like off leash and just like roaming around. Everyone knew everyone. They had like a little like there was students that like had to meet up, and they were gonna like do something. They're like, oh, where's Mr. blah blah blah? Oh, we're gonna meet over there. Like I'm like, what the. Oh my God,
what
you guys
time
do
was
this? This was Thursday afternoon, kind of like around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. And I was just like, dude, oh my God, my town could never. But I was like, dude, oh my God, we didn't grow up like that. Like,
yeah,
where like the parents are all like hanging out. There was like a baby like on the floor somewhere, like you know, in the reach of like, you know, but like they all kind of like were very comfortable with each other. But it was really nice.
Like really laid back.
Yeah, super laid back. And there was this like T-ball guy, and then he was like, no, oh, he's like, oh, the rabbi will be with us shortly. They're running late. I'm like, rabbi? Oh my God. I don't even know like what, but it sounds fancy. And yeah. So now I was it's like a minister.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a priest.
Uh-oh.
It's like a minister of some sort, of some religion, possibly. But I was like, I thought you guys were playing basketball or something. Anyways, but it was such a good time, and I had a really good time. And I'm like, dude, I wish like our town, like we had something like that.
Like a little park like that.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, like it was kind of perfect.
Oh,
it was so cute. Yeah, and yeah, I want to go again. So we'll see if I go again.
that's cute.
But yeah, that's my 411. And then obviously Fabi's party. I had a great time. Yeah.
Wow, so cute.
I know.
All right, well, let's get into this topic.
Horror stories from hell. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Horror
Okay.
stories from our jobs.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
So,
Go.
I babysat this girl named Giselle. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. And all she wanted to do was play speed.
I know, and I just wanted to take a nap, dude.
Sorry, sweetie.
No, seriously, I used to watch my niece, and I would always tell her, I'm like, Giselle, can we just like lay down, like take a nap?
Are you not sleepy? Let's take a nap. Let's watch a movie.
And I told her, I'm like, Giselle, when you're my age, when I was like 15, I was like, when you're my age, you will see. Like, you're going to want to nap all the time. And now she's like,
no. When
and
she
now
was
she's
younger.
like, yeah, like, dude, I just want to sleep. And her little sister, she's like, dude, she always just wants to play. I'm like, I told you, girl. I told you. No, but my first story is when I worked like at a breakfast diner place. And dude, I'm like freaking like talking smack about white people today, I guess. But no, like it was predominantly like white people that I worked with. And this was like my first real job. And they were kind of like low-key. They were kind of funny. They were kind of rude to me sometimes. But like what really got me one time was that it was only me and two other girls there that spoke Spanish. But they one of them was like very like white passing, like so you couldn't even tell. But they spoke very little Spanish. So then this one time they were like, there was like a person who went to go eat at the breakfast place, and then they were like, oh yeah, they were speaking Spanish, and a girl, she didn't know, the server, she didn't know Spanish, so she was just like, Spanish, Lily. And I was like, okay. And like I feel like she could have said it in a nicer fucking way. I understand, you know? But I'm like, dude, you could have been like, oh hey, like do you mind going? Like I tried to, like, I don't think she's like understanding me too well, or you know?
Yeah.
But she was just like, Spanish, Lily. And I was like, girl. But I feel like I was still very young. I was only 18. So I'm like, I should have like said something, but I didn't because I was just shy. Like,
how annoying.
Dude, yeah. I was like,
I would have been so annoyed.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God, this girl.
You know what? And just for that, I'm going to give him free shit. I'm going to give him free food or something.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking bitch ass.
Yeah. No. And so like, it was just like a bunch of little stuff like at that job that I was like, girl, please. Like, it was just, yeah. It was really bad.
Crazy.
Yeah. What about, share one of yours?
Okay. When, it was my first job ever. When I was 16. I worked at the YMCA. And I worked in the summer camp, so like we would do a bunch of shit with the kids. We would do so many things. We'd take them on field trips. We'd take them to the park. We'd go into the pool at the YMCA. But we had to be in the pool with them. So there was this one time that I had to call a code brown.
Ew.
Yeah,
Gross.
bitch. It was so
Oh my God, wait.
Hold on. What?
I wanted to share something in my 411. Okay, say your story,
and then
and then I'll say.
Okay. So I had to.
That sounds disgusting.
I had to call a Code Brown. Because one of the kids came up to me. I'm in the pool, but I'm like, my back is against like the wall of the pool, and I have to be like scanning, making sure everybody is above water. And a little kid comes up to me, and they're like, "Oh, Fabi, there's something floating in the pool over there." And I was like, "What the heck?" And this little kid had goggles. I was like, "Hold on, let me see. Let me borrow your goggles real quick." Because we had to,
you
like,
were in the pool?
yes, bitch.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh my God. I hate these. And I was like, "Hold on, let me borrow your goggles real quick." And he's like, "Okay." So I grabbed the goggles and I'm all. And then I see the fucking little caquita. Like,
That is
I was
gross.
this close. And I was like, oh my God. And I told the lifeguards, I was like, "There's poop in the pool." And they're like, oh my God, sorry. That was
Don't do that.
They blew the whistle. They're like, and the kids, everybody had to get out. Like, it was done. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, of course. I'd be like, "Oh my God, there's something floating. Let me borrow your goggles to see it." Like, yeah, it was disgusting. And yeah, it really traumatized me.
That is disgusting. I would have died.
Because I was like,
I would have
this
disinfected
close.
my whole body after that.
I'm like,
there's
dude.
poop particles on me. But you know what I'm thinking? How did it flow out of, like, if it was a little boy or a little girl, their bathing suit or their shorts?
Imagine, I think it was like a little boy. You know how they wear swim trunks?
I know, but sometimes they have chonies under, like, the trunks. You know what I mean? Like, most swim trunks, they have underwear.
Yeah. Or like as they're getting out of the pool, because they would get out of the pool and then they would jump in and get like he come or like I don't know. I don't even.
And it stayed in solid form, thank God.
Kind of. No, it was like in little pieces, but you can tell that there was like a bigger piece, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely poop. What else is it gonna be?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I forgot to share something in my 411.
Okay.
Dude, this is crazy. Okay?
What?
This is crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen, a lot of people have been talking about this new documentary on Netflix. It's called Unknown Number, The High School Catfish.
No.
And I've seen a lot of people talk about it on their podcast, and I'm like, I need to go watch this thing. I watched it. It's this whole documentary, which is true. It was in, I don't know what state, but it's in a very small town that has like 30 kids in like each class. Like there's only there's one school and it's K through 12. And there's only like 30 kids in each grade. Like that tiny. And anyways, this documentary is about a girl who was catfished. And okay, sorry, I'm gonna speed that, cut that shit out. This documentary is about a girl and a boy, kind of, mainly the girl, who are dating, and they're being kind of like catfished. An unknown number is messaging them, telling them all these things, like sexually related things, like a bunch of nasty things, like, oh, your boyfriend doesn't want you, he wants me, he wants to do and like nasty ass shit to me, and you're ugly, and you're like the nastiest person I've ever met. They're like texting. It's a group chat of this unknown number, the girl and the little boy. They're also 13.
Oh my God.
Like they're really young. And this goes on for like 2 years. This person. And then over time, like eventually like the kids would just like, you know, like, oh my God, who could it be? And then the parents got involved of both like the girl and the boy. And then they brought it up to the principal. And then the principal eventually brought it up to the superintendent. And así se quedó like for like a year and a couple months with the superintendent, the parents, the kids, all at the same time. These kids are getting like, it started off like 6 messages, and then it was like 30 messages a day, and then like overnight, and like long paragraphs, and then they would block the number, the kids, and then like a new number would start texting them. So like
But
they
it was
assumed,
clearly the same person.
yeah, it was clearly the same person. I think they assumed like, oh, this person is saying like using an app to get a new number. Eventually the police got involved, like the sheriff and stuff, and like they could not figure out who was sending these messages. They interviewed kids, they were blaming it on this little girl in the thing. They were like interviewing all these kids in their class, and nothing. After 2 years, the sheriff and the cops, like they finally were like, you know what, we're gonna get the FBI involved, because this is insane. Like this person is telling the little girl, like they would like say like a lot of stuff about her body, like, oh my god, you look like this, and he's never gonna love you. And he would like that person would tell both the little girl and the boy, like, oh my god, you need to kill yourself, like you're worthless piece of trash. And then so the little couple, they broke up. They ended up breaking up because they're like, okay, this person clearly wants us to break up, so let's just break up. Honestly, it's a lot for you and for me. Let's just do what they want. So then months later, this little boy, he starts dating some girl like in a different town, and the person starts texting the boy and his new girlfriend. So he quickly like shut that off and was like, you know what, actually I can't be in a relationship with you. Like this person has been following me, blah, blah, blah. So he stopped dating that girl and whatever. When the FBI got involved, they like got a search warrant for like the app that generated the phone number. And then through like they got the phone number and then did a bunch of figuring out, and the IP address landed back at the little girl's house. And it ended up being the mom. Dude, this mom, the same mom, so like the mom of the boy and the mom of the girl, they would go to the school and they would advocate for the kids, like, oh my god, we need to figure out who it is, this is not right, this is like horrible. They would say stuff about the little boy, the person who's texting, all along it's the mom, and they're saying stuff like in a sexual way about the boy, like, oh, he likes this, he's been with me, he wants me to do X, Y, and Z, I've done X, Y, and Z to him.
Ew.
Insane.
Okay, you were starting to lose me a little bit. I'm like, but damn, that's really crazy.
No, and then, so this person got only, how many years, guess?
10.
No, a year and a half in jail. This person sexualizing a 13-year-old boy, telling her own daughter to kill herself. Oh, unalive herself.
You said it earlier too.
Oh, fuck. This lady
That's
needs to be in jail.
crazy.
And this whole time after, the little girl, I mean, she's small. So she's like, she still wants like a relationship with her mom.
Oh, I would have been like, yeah,
Absolutely
don't ever
not.
talk to me ever again.
I know, but then everyone's saying like, well, she's a little girl. Like maybe
That's
when
not
she's older.
little. I mean, it's little, but like, it's not like she's
But she was like
4 and she's gonna forget. It's like,
no, but I think she was manipulated for so long that even now, like, she still has a relationship through email with her mom. But the whole thing is like that this lady, the mom, she like lied to her husband and to the little girl that she had been working ever. So she's like, I have, like, they figured out she hadn't had a job in 2 years. So this whole time she would get up and get ready in the morning and be like, bye, I'm off to work. And she never had a job.
oh my god.
So everyone was
so
like,
crazy.
well, it makes sense how you could send 30 text messages a day to them.
Yeah.
And like she played this whole role. But the thing is, she was in the documentary. So like she's talking like how they interview people like, oh, what were you thinking? And then she's like, we needed to get to the bottom of this. Like she's like playing the role. And I'm like, oh my God, I would have kicked this bitch in the fucking throat.
Yeah, literally.
So that's really
that's
scary,
so
guys.
crazy.
No, and I was like, I need to watch this thing, and I did.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm like, so if you haven't watched it, I know I spoiled it for you, but they had spoiled it. No, but they spoiled it for me, and I still wanted to watch it. I was like, oh, let me see. Now I have insight. Like I know that it was the mom, so everything they say and do before they tell me, I already know, and like it makes sense. I'm like, oh my God. She lied. Like, she lied to everyone.
I don't think I had ever heard you talk so fast.
Yeah, because I know
Like,
that you... Dude, because then you get bored of my stories. And
you were losing me. You were losing me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I understand
She's a chronic storyteller where she'll tell you every detail, and she'll tell you what they were wearing and what they were feeling and everything.
Yes, and everyone hates it, but I love it. I'm like, yeah, tell me exactly what they were feeling, and then I can like be in the movie with you. Like, let me like...
Yeah. Well, it does sound really interesting though. It does.
No, dude, I was so fucking shook, and I'm like, sick ass fucking people, pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So
we need to tone it down in the cussing, dude.
Oh, that one was like valid because this is a crazy lady.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, because I was listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we will. Promise. Okay, guys, another job horror story right here. So this one time, I literally almost fought a customer. If this person would have approached me in any way, I would have. So I work restaurant. I've told you guys this, but I work at the bar some of the days. And it was like right when I had barely started, like barely. And when people are drunk, they're very like, they're very strong and fierce, like when they're drinking.
Yeah.
And this one time, there was this group of girls, and they were very loud, but I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. And they were like being funny and loud and obnoxious, low key. And I was just like, whatever. And the bar is right next to the hostess stand. And usually the hosts, they're like 17, 18, like they're younger. And this girl looked at the host. I was kind of around there, so I was like listening. And she looks at the host, and this little girl, she's not little, she's like 17, 18, but she's very like timid. And she looks at her and she's like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And I was like, "Oh my God, my table's fighting." So whenever that happens, I cannot approach, but I'm like here, like, okay, what's going on, you know?
What's going on?
So then the girl's like, I'm not looking at you. And then she's like, yeah, like, you see that, like, because I had given or I guess they wanted to leave and they asked her for the tab. And then they're like, "I asked you for the tab and you just keep staring at me." And then the girl, like, dude, I'm telling you, she's like the sweetest, timidest little girl. And this girl just starts telling my host shit. And then I'm like, "Girl, you need to calm down." She's like 17. You need to fucking calm down. So I'm like, "Excuse me, like, what's going on?" They're like, "I asked her for the tab. She's not like, you know, she's not doing anything. She's just looking at me. She just keeps staring at me." And I was like, "I'm your server. You asked me for the tab because I'm your server." Nobody had helped this girl out other than me also. Because sometimes, like, you don't know. You're like, wait, who's the server? I don't understand. Everyone's helping me out. Nobody had helped her out other than me. So I'm like, "Girl, you need to calm the hell down." And then she, like, she started getting up and, like, making a big old deal. And I was just like, "Look," I'm like, "you need to calm down." Like, and then that's when, like, my manager approached. And they were like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Okay, here, this tab." And then I, like, run. And I'm like, "Here's the fucking tab. Like, go. Pay, please." Okay. And I run her card and she leaves. And I'm like, girl, the audacity people have, like, you can tell, obviously, also the girl, she looks very young. So I'm like, dude, and this lady, she was like 35, like pushing 40s. So I'm like, dude, what business do you have, like, being so rude to this girl?
Literally, yeah.
I'm like, I really can't. And that time I was like so mad. And she's like a regular too. So I'm like, girl, you need to calm down. Please. Please, please, please. But yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
I know that one wasn't as interesting.
No. No, it's because that one I've heard. Did I hear the first one? Maybe not. Anyways. I need to think of one.
I can say another one.
No, hold on. Let me think of one.
I just had one on Sunday.
You just been talking this whole fucking time.
Rude.
Okay, so this is like minor horror story, but it just really tested my patience.
Well, I feel like it happens to you a lot. Like, it's very common.
Yeah.
Not. So you're unfazed now, to the point.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. So I had this student that was 6 years old, and you could just tell, like, that in their family, they just cuss a lot. They do. I'm like, because you don't just come up with it, you know? So I had this student who I was trying to help him in art class, okay? And he's like, you're not doing it right. And I'm like, I'm trying to help you. I'm like, come on, let's do it. And he's like, no, you idiot. And I'm like, oh.
You are 6?
I'm like, what did you just say? He's like, you idiot. I'm like, you repeated it. I'm like, you don't say it again. I'm like, I asked you because you're not supposed to be saying that. I'm like, we don't say those words at school. He's like, my mom lets me. I'm like, oh my, of course your mom lets you say that. But yeah, dude, the amount of times I've had 5, 6, 7-year-olds like cuss at me, call me an idiot, call me stupid, tell me to shut up,
Fucking bitch.
fucking bitch.
Dude.
No, the most recent one was shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And you're not going to tell me that again.
Dude, that is crazy.
No, and
That is
this
actually crazy,
more
Fabi.
common now than ever before. Because I'm like, I used to think it was just in my class. It's, it's different. It's a special ed class. So I'm like, okay, some things they just hear and they repeat. But I'm like, no, in all of the classes, there was a little girl in TK, which they're 4 years old. This is before kinder. And she called her teacher a bitch. Like, straight up. She's like, bitch. I'm like, you're 4. Where the fuck are you getting this from? I'm like, clearly your parents. Like, that's insane. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But dude, I swear, I never said bad words until I was like in 4th grade.
That's what I said. I'm like, and we had older sisters that like would kind of cuss
Cuss
all
like
the
a
time.
sailor.
Yeah, no, they would cuss all the time. Make Lili say she's fucking
I'm
pissed.
I'm pissed. I'm so pissed, Mom. I need to tell you guys that story.
But yeah, no, I think that's like where I was like, oh my god,
Dude, yeah.
but I think that was
crazy.
like one of the first times. So I was like,
I know.
no way.
When Fabi would tell me this shit, I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, kids say that to you? He's just like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. I could never. I would
I'm
probably
like-
be like, you need to calm down. I'm going to call your mom and tell her.
Well, see, that's like an appropriate response.
Well, I would say it
But
in
I
a
wouldn't
mean
do the
way.
crazy eyes like.
I would say it in a mean
I
way
wouldn't
where
do the
I'm like,
Lili
you
death
need to
stare.
sit down right now before I lose my marbles. Because I can't say I lose my shit.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, no, well, let me tell you guys a story about fucking pissed. Dude, one time, I don't even know what I was mad about or something. My mom was washing dishes. I remember that. And then I think I was bored or something. And I was like, Mom, I would always be like, Mom, I'm bored. And she'd be like, pues limpia tu cuarto. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm bored of something else. Like, I'm just bored. I don't want to do that. But one time I was just like, Mom, yeah, like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm just so pissed. And she's like, what did she say? And I was like, I'm pissed?
Like what? I'm
Like,
pissed.
Mom, I'm pissed. And she was so mad at me. And I'm like, well, my sister says she's pissed all the time. Like, I'm pissed too right now.
I'm like, not me, my older sisters.
No, she got so mad at me. And she was just
No
like,
digas eso.
yeah. But my first bad word was heck. Like, what the heck? In 4th grade, I literally remember that I didn't even use it correctly. I didn't even say, what the heck? I said, what the heck? Like, I said, what the heck? Like, did not sound right.
What the heck?
What the heck? Like, when
Wait.
I said it, and I
Oh
don't
my
know, I
God.
was so, like, shy, too, to say
What
it.
was mine? Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
I've told you. It's because I can't think if it was stupid or if it was shit.
Stupid. I don't think you would have said shit.
No, I think I said shit because I was like, oh shit. Like, oh my God. Oh shit.
Ew.
Dude, that's better than heck.
Yeah.
I'm like, who says that?
I guess. I guess.
Okay,
Anyways, let me give you guys another story. Dude, I just have so many stories, but they're like little stories. I'm going to tell you guys this one, And I don't know. This was the time where I literally was, but I've never yelled at a customer unless they're like fighting or something. I'm like, stop, you know. But I've never yelled at anyone. This time I was like 5 seconds away from like being like, okay, do you not understand? Like, I was like so pissed. Anyways, this guy comes in with this other guy and they're kind of funny. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're kind of off. And they order their food, whatever. I don't even remember what they ordered. And I give them their tab. And it seemed like they weren't too good of friends. Like, they were like, oh, like, he's paying for my dinner. I'm like treating him. But they weren't like, oh, best buddies. And then I give them the tab and they were like, excuse me. This guy, one of them was very like forward and aggressive, and the other one was kind of more laid back. The aggressive one, he's like, excuse me. And I was like, yeah. He's like, why is the tab so high? And I was like, and sometimes I get stuff wrong. I do. I'm like, okay, maybe I added a soda when I was not supposed to, or like I added 2 sodas when it was only supposed to be 1. So I look at the tab and I'm like, oh, and I tell him, I'm like, look, it costs this much. You ordered this, this, and this, and the total plus tax comes out to this. And he's like, no. You don't understand. I'm really good at math. He's telling me all this shit. Also, he's like, I'm really good at math. I know that this and this and this does not add up. And I'm like, we put it on our, and I explained to him, I'm like, and literally, so I'm like, we don't add it up. It comes from a computer. The computer adds it. So it's not wrong. And he was just like, computers can be wrong. Like, I'm like, this, in my brain, I was like, no way this is happening right now. No way this guy's arguing with me about the computer being wrong and how the tab is wrong. And then I'm like, do you want me to re-add it for you manually? And he's like, yeah. So I go, I add it up on the old school calculator. I take it back and I'm like, look, $34.99, $24.99, $2.35 equals to this. Plus tax equals to this. And I explained to him and he's just like, I just don't understand. He keeps repeating himself. I'm really good at math. Like, this does not add up. And then I was like, look, sir, this is what it is. This is the price. This is the total. You need it. Like, you got to pay for it or I don't fucking know. So then I'm like getting so fucking pissed. And I'm like I've already explained it 5 times. And then I call my manager over and I'm like, look, I was like, I need your help. Like, I was like, and I explained to him whatever. And then my manager, he kept it so much fucking cooler than me. He's like, look, sir, this is the price. You're either going to pay for it or you're not going to be welcome here anymore. He's like, well, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. And then his friend, the laid back one, he's like, bro, just pay it. I'll pay you back next time. Like, he was so embarrassed. He's like, just pay it. I'll pay you back like next time, like, fucking tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, well, I'm not paying that. And then he fucking leaves. And I'm like, what a loser. I'm like, dude, this guy really tried to argue me about the tab, about how he's so good at math. And I was like, dude,
you're like, all for you to freaking walk out?
And then he's like, okay, you're not going to be welcome here anymore. And he's just like, fine, I'm not paying that. Loser. If you're broke, just say that.
Yeah.
If you're
then
broke,
also,
just say that.
why are you going to be like over here treating your buddy?
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, then just be like, oh, dude, we'll just pay for our own.
Yeah.
I'm like, how embarrassing for the friend.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, fuck, this guy who I can't... And imagine if there were coworkers that went out. Because, like, sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, like, let's go get whatever. Like, then you're like, oh, damn, dude, I'm never hanging out with that guy.
But that's better than it being your friend, low-key.
No, I know, but I'm like, dude, how embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one was actually recently, maybe like last week. Yeah, last week. So... at one of my jobs, I work with middle schoolers, and right now they are driving me freaking insane. Like, actually insane. They're just really, like, disrespectful and rude, and they don't give a fuck, and I'm like...
I feel like we weren't like that, though.
No. Like,
this is like a new generation.
No. This generation of kids, oh my God. Insane. Insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, this little girl, she was messing around and she plays, not plays, but like she messes around with her friends a lot. And I'm like, I'm constantly having to like tell her like, stop, don't do that to your friends. Sit down, pick it up. Blah, blah, blah. Like I'm always having to like redirect her and like have to like talk to her. So she's like throwing this like empty milk carton at her friend. The friend throws it back and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, I know your friend threw the milk carton back at you, but you started it. Like, why are you throwing the milk carton at your friend? Like, that's not nice, first of all. And now it's on the floor. So please pick it up and throw it away. Literally, that's how I talk to her. And I have to be direct, firm, but like, you know?
Professional.
Yes. And she's like, it wasn't even me. And I'm like, girl, I've been watching you for the past like 45 seconds. Like, I just saw you throw it first. So please pick it up. Throw it away in the trash can. The trash can, mind you, is like 3 feet away. Literally. So then I'm like here talking to her. After that, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with this girl. I'm going to walk away so that she can do that. If not, then I'll have to talk to her again. So I turn around and she's like walking behind me to go throw the trash away. And I see her hand doing like this movement. Like she's like, how would you describe that?
She's like moving her hand forward and back.
Forward and back, but like near my head. And I turn around and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, nothing. And I'm like, I just saw you. I'm like, what? Are you trying to like hit me or like what the fuck? I was like, well, I didn't say what the fuck, but I was just like, were you like trying to hit me or like why would you do that? And she's like, I wasn't doing anything. And I'm like, I know what I saw. Like, you know, like when you can feel somebody like, I don't know. She was really close to my head. She never touched my head. But I was just like, I saw that movement and I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Whatever. I was like, okay, well, I didn't see her for, like, I wasn't like, oh my God, I saw you for sure. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just drop it. Whatever. But she's like, I didn't do anything. And I was like, okay. I'm like, maybe she's telling the truth. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I keep walking and I go like this and I like swipe my hand on my hair and it's wet. Oh my God, I was livid. I was so pissed. Oh my God. I was like, I have fucking milk in my hair. Milk in my fucking hair that I just washed last night. I'm like, you guys know I take my hair very seriously. Like, very seriously. And I was like,
What the
there's
fuck?
no way. I walk up to her and I'm like, there is milk in my hair. So first you lied. First you threw milk in my hair and now you've lied. So grab your stuff, go to the office. Dude, I was so done. And the fact that this is a child of 2 teachers that work at the school that I work at. I was like, there's no way. Dude, there's no way. She was like, it was just insane. I was like, how is there a middle schooler throwing milk in my hair? And she's just like, oh, like, it wasn't me.
Dude, why didn't you go tell it to the mom and dad?
Because that's not my job. Like, that should have been like my higher up, like the person who leads.
Did you follow up or no?
No, because I was like, at this point, I was just like, dude, I'm like done. But I'm like, anything else, she's done. She is so done. But yeah, she did after.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
so
know. I'm like,
embarrassing.
but you know what? This is the thing. The parents know how this little girl is.
Yeah.
Like, they know. Because I'm like, or this little girl talks to the parents just like how she talks to us. Like, I don't care. And, blah, blah. And I'm like, my dad would have slapped me across the face if I ever talked like that to anybody. Or especially my parent.
He wouldn't have stopped you.
Okay, he wouldn't have slapped me. But, like, I would have gotten in, like, so much trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, I would have been so pissed if I had one of my kids talk to me like that. Like 100%. When the first time that I heard this little girl like talk back to her dad, like in front of the whole class, I was like, I just looked at my friend and I was like, fuck. But anyways, yeah, it was crazy. I was so mad. I'm like, I don't think I'll get over it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I do not take my hair lightly.
It's a serious matter.
Very serious. I'm like, clearly.
Okay, guys, for my
Go.
last little segment is a continuation of something you guys have heard before already, of my coworker who was very rude to me. And I had to go tell my boss, and then my boss handled it. So this guy, he's just continued to be very disrespectful towards me. And I don't even think he's 21. I think he's 20. But I mean, he's just like a rude. He's just fucking rude. He says some slick ass shit. But most recently, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, was really my last straw. And I was just like, I get there. I haven't even clocked in yet. I haven't even like punched my card. I have not. And he's like, hurry up. We have 28. We have table 28. And I was like, that like put me in a bad mood. I was like, dude, first of all, just like the first thing you hear is like, hurry up. We have table 20. I'm like, shut the fuck up, please. First of all, don't talk to me like that. But I was just like, I look over at 20. I'm like, how do we have 28 if 28's eating? They're eating already. How do we have 28? And he's like, oh, I meant 29. I'm like, yeah, okay. So get your facts right, please, sir. And I was just like, oh, you meant 29. Oh, okay. Like, anyways, so this whole thing, and he's like my little teammate. So I work very close with him. That happens, that's like already pissing me off. And I'm like, okay, like whatever, we're gonna like ignore him, have a good day, have a good shift. And then about 30 minutes later, I'm like walking over to the bar, and he's like, hey, he was just like telling me, he's like, oh, come on, like he's like, come on, Lili, ponte las pilas, like you got it, like. And I'm like, don't talk to me, like don't touch me. And I was just like, he's like, come on, like you need to like get into it. He's literally telling me, he's like, ponte las pilas, Lili, porque no te vayas a poner like, you know, like ponte lista. And I'm like, dude, yeah, dude, like, yeah, stop, dude. I'm like, please. I'm like, yeah, para. And he's like, hey, also, he's like, your table wants the mariachi to go over to their table and sing. And I was just like, okay. I was like, okay, we'll tell the mariachi. He's like, oh, can you do it? And I'm like, they asked you, like, go tell the mariachi. He's like, well, it's because the mariachi's like all into the bar and I don't want to like walk all in there. And I was like, yeah, I don't either. They asked you, go do it. And he's just like, and okay, mind you, now as we were kind of walking and talking, and we ended up at the bar, like the bar. And I was like, yeah, yo tampoco, go do it. They asked you. And if you guys are viewers, please look at my face. He looks at me and he gives me a freaking Fabio stare like this. Dude, he stares at me like that, like
a Fabio stare,
like a Fabio,
like
for like 20 seconds, and he's just looking at me like that. And then I'm like, what? Like I say, I'm like, what? And he's like, and he's all on his high horse, and my boyfriend is right in front of us. He's like 2 feet from us, so he's listening to all of this. The bartender, my boyfriend, and he's like, Lili, he's like, nomás estás así porque tu boyfriend está aquí. And I'm like, in translation, he's like, you're only acting like this because your boyfriend's right here. And I'm like, I'm not acting like this because my boyfriend's like right here. I've always been like this. Like if he was here, if he wasn't, it doesn't matter. And I was like, I'm not acting like this because he's here. I'm like, I've always been like this. I'm like, if he was here, if he was not here, it's the same conversation.
Anyways, he should not be talking to you like that.
So they were kind of arguing, and then I stepped back, and then my boss was like right behind me when I stepped back, and I was just like so mad. I was like frustrated and fucking like, oh, fuming. And she's like, what's going on? I was like, look, I'm I'm like, look, because I've told her this, like, we've had issues with him before. So I'm like, look, he does not stop. I'm like, he does not stop. And I explained to her what happened briefly. And I'm like, and they're arguing. I don't know. I have food out. I need to go take my food out. And then they had like a whole conversation with him. And
Like, please tell me this guy got fired.
no, he didn't. He did not get fired. He like had like they had this whole conversation with him. I'm like, dude, you need to calm the hell down. And after that, he like spoke little to no words to me, which I'm like, great, let's do that. Yeah. Until yesterday, he like has been very like respectful and like, I'm not gonna talk to Lily, except at the end of the night, the fucking night, he just said something that I'm just like, don't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do, please. Yeah. I was eating my food because we get food after we work, and I picked up my plate and I was just waiting for my boyfriend to get off, and he's like, hey Lily, remember to clean your table. And I was like, my table? I was like, I don't have any more tables. I've been off for an hour. And I was like, my table? What table? He's like, the table you were eating at. Like basically like wiped down after where I was eating.
Oh my God, Liliana.
And I was like, I didn't say a single thing. I was just like, what table? And I walked away. He's like, table 28. I'm like, oh, no. And I just walked away. And I'm like, dude, nobody's asking you to clean the tables. Like that's none of your concern whether I clean my table or don't clean my table. Like that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because everyone in that restaurant never cleans up after themselves at the table. Like they pick up their plate, but if it's like a little smudge, like the people in the morning will get it. That's usually we're like, it's usually we all eat at the same table. Yeah. So it's like, oh. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do, dude. Like, and literally he says one more thing to me. I'm gonna pop him in the face. I might, dude. I really might. I've never had an issue with someone working like this. And I'm like,
it's because he's a little
brat. He's a pinche.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little pinche. I can't stand him. I really can't. So, well, I will update you guys on what else happens, because that is insane. I can't stand this guy.
Oh my God. I need to go and show my face so that I can just be like,
yeah.
Stupid ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
How annoying.
And like the comment yesterday was just so unnecessary.
It's clearly like him trying to like get under your skin and be
like tell me, like, because I tell him what to do. Hey, go get this, go get that, because that's my job. That's his job. I tell him what to do. Hey, can you get me 3 Cokes to table this? So I think for him to be like, I need to tell her some way, like, what to do. I get to be the person. He thought
long and hard about that fucking stupid comment.
I was sitting there for 2 hours, like, eating my food, like, just... I'm like, okay, you see our manager eating over there. Why don't you tell him to clean up after himself? Because you won't. Because you're a little bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. And I have a really hard time fighting in Spanish. And he only speaks Spanish. I really do. Like, me trabo and I get nervous.
Just call him a pinche.
I know. And then, yeah, I get like shy and nervous. But yeah, so I'll update you guys. Anyways, share your last one, Fav.
Okay, mine is with a coworker too. I had this coworker from hell. Literally the worst coworker I've ever worked with. I take my job very seriously. Anything that I do, I'm gonna do it right because that's my job and I'm getting paid for that. Like, some people love to cut corners, whatever. I pride myself and I do my job well and I do it good and I double check and I whatever. So I was working with this girl and she was just so controlling. Like, we started off cool. And beginning of the year. And as time kind of went on, she was just started getting really weird. So this girl, we started off like cool with each other and we were like both like friendly with each other. And then sometimes I realized like she was like being too friendly with me, where it would like make things like really awkward and kind of uncomfortable. And I'm like,
and you're working with kids, so it's kind of like,
I'm just like, girl, what are you
what you
doing
doing
here?
Yeah.
And so when I started to realize that, I was like, okay, I need to like set boundaries here. I got to set some boundaries because no, thank you. She got really obsessed with one of our students, not in an inappropriate way, more just like that was like her main focus on everything, which I'm like, okay, cool, but remember we have all these other kids that we got to take care of. Yeah. So she would always just like try to be with this one student. I'm like, I get it. This student needs our help. We got to help him. But like would get upset if anybody else, especially me, like if I try to help the student. So we would always fucking butt heads. Oh, so she always made it a point like, oh, if this happens, wait so that I can help him.
But is that her job?
No,
Right?
that's
It's
not
like
her job.
everyone.
She was just like
whoever's available can help whoever.
yes, yeah, that's how it is. And so she would always make it a point like, oh, well, I'm going to go on break, but if this happens, just wait for me and I can help him or help the student. Or if this, whatever. She always made it a point to like tell us. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, girl. But I'm like, dude, no, I'm here and you're not. So whatever. So this one time, one of my students or that student needed assistance in the restroom. Okay. So we're allowed to go and help him out. They're still learning, whatever. This girl is on break. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take my student and like, I'm not going to make this child wait like for the restroom. Like, no.
Because she wants to. That's
because she
fucking
wants
weird.
to take him or whatever. I'm like starting to walk into the restroom. There's a line. We have to take him to the staff restrooms. So I'm like waiting, whatever. I finally am like about to go in there and she like stops me and she like blocks the door from like closing. She's like, I got it. She's like, just go. I'm like, I'm already in here. She's like, no, I got it. And I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. I'm just taking him to the restroom. Like, I known this child longer than you have. And I'm like, dude, hello. There's like teachers waiting to use the staff restroom. And I'm like, I've got it. She's like, no, go on your lunch. And I'm like, this fucking bitch just tell me what to do here. Dude, I was so mad and to the point where I'm like, no. I'm like, I need to stand ground
You're
right
like,
now.
dude, I've been doing this for 4 years.
Literally. I'm like, you just started like a few months ago. And also, like, don't tell me what to do. Like, that was the thing. I'm like, she's trying to tell me what to do. And she's trying to be controlling of the situation and of everything, just like how she's been for like the past, I don't know how long. And another teacher had to step in and she's like, are you guys really fighting about who's going to take this kid to the restroom? And I'm like, actually, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is so stupid. And I'm like, okay, go. I was so mad. I got out of there and I like went to go tell the teacher and I'm like, she was aware of like everything that had been going on with this person, with this girl. And I was just like, guess what just happened? I'm like, oh my God. I was like fuming. I was so mad because I was like, what the fuck did that just happen? You know, like after something happens, you're just like,
Yeah, that is. You're just like in disbelief.
yeah. But like so many little things that this stupid girl, like, she made me so mad because she would be so controlling. She wanted to control everything, like everything of like this child's like schedule, control like what we did, like to the point where she would try to tell like the teacher what to do. And I'm like,
You're like, she has an education, actually.
yeah. I'm like, so she's the teacher for a reason and you're just a helper here for a reason. But yeah,
Dude, that's
once
insane.
I stopped working with her, it was like night and day. I used to hate going to my job and every single day it was something new. I'd come home and I'm like, well, guess what this fucking bitch did? And it was just like, after that, I'm like, oh my God, sunshine and butterflies and rainbows. And like,
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm like, literally, it was like coworker from hell.
I have
Insane.
one of those. Maybe when he leaves, it'll be rainbows and butterflies for me too. No, like low key, like 2 weeks ago, I was dreading it. I was like, fuck, dude.
No, it literally makes you
fucking
like dread going to work. It makes it like so not worth it. Cause I'm like, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, like you can tell like what people, how do you say this?
Like our team players.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, who are like team players, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, like, oh, I got you here. Okay, yeah. Like I'm like, that's how work should be.
Yeah,
like especially if you work in an environment like where you kind of have to like,
you have to lean on each other.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
I
girl.
agree. I agree. Everything.
She's fucking weird.
Anyways, guys, this was Crazy Stories.
Tell us if you guys have a coworker from hell too.
Yeah. We hate them. Just kidding. Yeah, we do. But yeah. Anyways, this was a good share into a little insight of us.
I'm like fucking
Mad again? Dude, me too.
I'm like, dude, wait,
should I punch you?
No, you know what I've always wanted to do is the like rage rooms.
Oh
where
yeah.
you like fucking I'm like,
Yeah.
is that kind of insane? I don't
No,
know.
dude. Fuck no. I want to do that too. But I feel like I've seen videos that they're like, dude, we thought we were going so hard. And they're just like, wee. They're like, they felt like they were like, but that's the point. Like, it's like you're supposed to like rage in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm like, if we ever do, I'll just listen back to the podcast so I can remember all the crazy shit that I've had to deal with.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, guys.
Before we end, let's
Yeah.
go through our song of the week.
Song of the week. Okay. I think I have a genre this week.
Wait, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Guys, Coachella lineup is out.
Oh my God, yes.
We found out last week on right after we filmed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the camera's dying. But anyways, so exciting. We're gonna see Justin Bieber and I'm gonna see Zulan. I really want to see Zulan. I'm so excited.
I'm kind of not so excited.
Okay, we were talking about this. I was talking about this with my friends last night because we're like, okay, yes, there's like certain people that we're like, but we have to do our research.
No, this is the only person I know is Justin Bieber
Me too.
and Sexy Red.
Me too. I know Zulan just because from last year.
Sabrina,
but
but Sabrina kind of is like a loser. Sorry, she's not loser. She just, I already saw her. So I'm like,
I feel like, no, but this is going to be our
aight.
moment to like really go and explore. Like one of my friends was telling me like about 3 like house music sets that are like reggaeton vibes.
Yeah.
Or not reggaeton, but like Latin house. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm there.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see the vibes.
This is
It'll
the
be a
whole
good time
point
either
of
way.
of the experience.
But my genre songs of the week is reggaeton 2000s, like old school, like Don Omar, Wisin and Yandel vibes.
Period. Love that.
Yeah, we were listening to it at your party, so it kind of like.
I know. It's because I was playing like carne asada, like songs like Ramon Ayala and.
But it's a vibe sometimes. Like at the night, like we played tragos, and I was just like, ah.
Dude, I know. I'm like, maybe we'll insert the clip right here because it was so iconic.
Do you have a clip?
Yeah.
Oh, on your camera.
Well, oh, maybe not.
I'm like singing straight on the camera. Okay, share yours.
Mine is Viajando por el Mundo by Carol G and Manu Chao, which Carol G is going to be at.
Oh, yeah, but I don't listen to her at all.
I feel like I need to get into it, but I feel like it would be like cute, like vibes.
She's not my favorite. She's not. Like, she kind of gives me like.
Well, everybody was saying they're like, well, of course Becky G is going to be there because she always fucking makes an appearance.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, well, I love Becky G, so yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm like, I need to get into it. But
if there's anybody that you guys see that is on the lineup for Coachella next year, that you're like, oh my God, you guys have to go see, let me know. Drop it down in the comments, please. But anyways, this is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys, this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching.
please subscribe. We did get a bunch of new subscribers.
Yeah, so if you're a new subscriber, hey.
What's cracking? Please subscribe.
And yeah, so you guys can follow along for our next few podcast episodes. Do you know that we've been doing this for like almost 3 months?
No.
I was thinking about it because I'm like, okay, 15 episodes.
Divided by 4.
Oh, wait. Am I stupid? 2.5?
That's 12. 3 times 4 is 12.
Oh, yeah. Over 3 months. What the heck? Yeah, because we're almost in October. Oh my God.
And 5 times 3 is 15. So
Also, Lili's birthday is coming up, so wish her a happy birthday in the comments. My sweetie Weetie is turning 23.
ew, gross. Ugh. We'll see, guys. We'll see.
Anyways, okay, this is already far too long. Bye.
Peace out.